Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how to grow your stack in the most sustainable and most safe way. Today we're going to talk about Fantom chain again, and in particular about the Tarot platform. Now, what is Tarot? Tarot is a lending and borrowing platform on Fantom, but the catch here is you can do leveraged positions. Okay. Now there are two fundamental things you can do here. Number one, you can see here in the top corner, you have Volt plus farm, or you have only farm or only volts. Okay. And if you come here, they have really plenty of pairs, what you could use if you wanted to. Of course, we're going to do it today with our favorite LP token, Fantom. I was doing plenty of videos already on Fantom, on Reaper Farm, on Yield Wolf and other platforms. If you haven't seen those, just go on my channel, check out those videos. They are pretty informative as well. Let's get into it. Now, what can we do with Tarot? Okay. Now, first of all, if you go for the farming, then what you can do is you can basically obtain free Tarot tokens, okay, which is the token of this platform. And then they have also sort of a staking mechanism right here, where you can stake X Tarot. And you see right now, X Tarot equals 1.02 Tarot. So you could just convert your Tarot into X Tarot. You could stake them here, and you get a juicy 41.36% APR on that. Okay. This is the conversion. And then right here, you can also stake X Tarot and earn T FTM if you wanted to. So you can choose what you want to earn. Yeah. If you want to earn Tarot or if you want to earn T FTM. So they have two options right here. But today we want to look at the market and at the leveraged positions. So right now, if you click on one of those pools, then you see all the statistics, total supply, total borrowed, utilization, supply APR, and borrow APR. So let's just get into it. I just have a small portion here of LP tokens. Of course, like always, first you need to approve. By the way, here I would like to show you a really cool trick. I was talking about safety of MetaMask, right? Revoke your spending limits and all of that. So when you come to any website and for the first time you spend a token here, it will ask you to approve that they can spend your tokens. Give permission to access your SPLP. And in this case, a Spooky Swap liquidity provider token. What you can do is if you come over here to edit permission, you can change this one from infinite. Right now, this is infinite right here, to a custom number. Okay. So in my case, I'm just doing 3.3. So I don't need to give permission for infinite. I just go, for example, let's say for 10 or whatever, you know, just put a number here, what you think you will spend within the next, I don't know, few weeks or something, right? Because this approval process is so cheap on Fantom, there's absolutely no need on giving them unlimited spending. And like this, basically you limit your risk to 10 LP tokens. So if for some reason the site gets hacked or the contract gets hacked and they can access those spending limits on wallets, then you know that they cannot drain more than this limit from your wallet. So this is a pretty cool trick. Okay, I save that. I say confirm. You see it costs $0.01. So it's pretty cheap. So it doesn't matter. You can do it again just later on. Okay, transaction failed. Let's do it again. Edit permission. Let's put in 10. Save. And let's go. Just give it a second to go through. There you go, confirmed. Okay, now we have it approved. Now we can deposit our LP tokens. Let's do that. Let's go ahead, confirm. Also give it a few seconds to go through. And then we come to the juicy part. Okay, there we go. Now we have deposited our LP tokens. Let's give this site a little refresh so it will recognize the new balance. So there you go. Now we are in the pool. Okay, there you go. Okay, now you see these options were grayed out before. So now we have the option to either borrow one of those assets, okay, or leverage our position, what we just deposited, okay? So if you come here on the leverage part, you see right now leverage is 1x, right? So let's go, for example, to 3x, okay? Let's go to 3. And as you can see, the numbers are changing, okay? Leverage from 1 to 3. And now new liquidation price from infinite, because if you have 1x, there is no liquidation price. If we go for a leverage position, then we have a liquidation price. And this liquidation price is basically the price of the LP token. So there's not only a price for each of those assets, right? FDM and TOM, they have a price each, but the LP position itself, also the LP tokens also have a price, okay? And now it tells me the liquidation price goes from 0.39 to 2.39, okay? And right now the price is at 97 cents, okay? Important is this down here, okay? So our APR is now 247% in total. If we go down here, you see, on the 1x, it's 174. On the 3x, it is 247, okay? So what is actually happening in the background is that the protocol will basically borrow against our LP position, okay? It will borrow FTM, it will borrow TOM, and then you see the fees for that, okay? And it will tell me I get at least 6.6 more LP tokens on this 3 times leverage, okay? And this would give me a plus. My trading fee APR would go up 5%. My T-shares reward APR would go up 500%. And my borrow APR, of course, also increases to minus 275, because obviously we have to pay to borrow. Also, it's a good idea to lower the slippage a little bit, so you get a little tiny bit more. What you would need to do now is approve FTM, approve TOM, okay? And then you can leverage your position. Again, as always, you can see right here, if the price crosses these boundaries, your account will become liquidatable. So you always have to keep an eye on this liquidation price, okay? And just for explanation right here. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, there you go. Now the TWAP, because it's a TWAP price, is the time-weighted average price and the current market price on Spooky. So it is a time-weighted average price, which means it is like a moving average of some sort, and then it's weighted by time, okay? So like a recent price action probably is weighted heavier than prices more in the past, which means this price is relatively close to the current price, but it basically makes sure that extreme fast price swings are not really impacting our liquidation price, which is cool. I mean, the value of our position, okay? All right. You can even see it here. The current price, the real price is 9723, and this TWAP price is 9713. So it's very close to each other, but not exactly the same, okay? Now, of course, you can go crazy, up to 6 times leverage. You would get 300% APR, but obviously it's not worth it. You see now it's 0.88 to 106. So as lower you go, as lower our liquidation price, okay? And so this is, I think, you know, everything around 2x should be kind of responsible. But again, do this at your own risk, do your own research, what exactly this liquidation means, okay? And always keep an eye on the liquidation price. And in case, for example, you made a leverage position and it's coming against you, then you can go over here to deleverage, and you can basically take back leverage. Okay, you can decrease your leverage. Of course, if the price fall in the meantime below your entry price, you will lose a little bit, but like this, you can at least avoid to get liquidated entirely, which is very good. But today, actually, I want to do something else. I want to show you how we can benefit in another way without taking on the risk of leverage, how we can benefit in another way from this platform. And there, the supply APR comes into play. You see, right now, they're offering 224% supply APR on TOMP, okay? This would come into play if you come over here to lending, and then you can supply one of the two assets from this pair. And right now it is 260% APR, which is pretty juicy. So what I'm going to do instead of doing this leverage position, I will come over here. I will supply some TOMP. So let's go. Supply 298 TOMP, supply. And this is basically like on any other borrowing platform. What we're doing like this, we're providing liquidity to the platform so other people can borrow TOMP. And since you can see the, it's already through, perfect. The utilization of TOMP is extremely high, 95.45%. And that's why obviously they need more TOMP to lend it out. And therefore they're offering a pretty high APR right here, okay? So this is basically the relationship. As higher this utilization rate, as higher the supply and of course also the borrowing APR will be. So on this side, you can see it's only 71% utilization and the supply and borrow APR is much, much lower. So what we did now, we supplied some TOMP to the platform. You see here, supply APR 2223. And as you saw, this can change pretty quickly. So those are things which you have to really monitor and make sure that it's still high enough for you to be profitable or for you to like that it makes sense in your strategy. So you might, because if it is too low, it might make sense to go for the leverage position, or it would even make sense to go altogether into another pool. As I said before, guys, if you like my content, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get this information fast, because many of the videos I do are time sensitive, the information. You need to be fast to capture the opportunities. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I always appreciate to, to interact with you guys and, build a community here. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope you got an idea of what is going on. And if you have any questions, as I said, post a comment and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.